to Dwarf Fortress. My name is Jet, and I'm starting up a new series in a world that I quite enjoy. It's very difficult. I will almost certainly lose horribly while you watch. And that's perfectly okay, because that's the point. Dwarven fun, as they say. So, this is a world, bear with me as I bring it back into focus, this is a world that I created quite some time ago. Excuse me. But I only played adventure mode in, and this damn headset keeps getting caught on the table. Because I wanted, you could see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. This little icon here is the icon of a bandit camp right there. Atemsimo. And that's because one of my adventures had already uncovered that on the map. But the point behind all that really was that I wanted to sort of scope out, I love building near volcanoes, okay? I wanted to sort of scope out volcanoes that had good resources at the surface. And I went and did that, and then I forgot where they are because it's been weeks since I've been able to play. I've been promising myself I'd start this series forever. Regardless, one of the other benefits of having adventurers that have had built a history within the game is when you build a fortress, sometimes they'll show up at the fortress, and sometimes if they made a lasting impression on your dwarven empire, which I have to choose actually. I have to make sure to use the Smith of Coal because most of mine were done through there. They might make statues or artworks or like totems and stuff relating to those events, and I love it when those things turn up. So let's see. But right now I need to find a location, and like I said, I want to build near a volcano like this. Here's a volcano. This is actually an interesting location because I've got 3 biomes. You can see down here 3 different biomes nearby. However, they're poor. Only multiple metals at a deep level, so that's kind of good. Let's see. The Sienna Desert to one side. The Axe of Insights, which is a mountain, to the north and south, probably cutting right through that volcano. Only deep metals, that's kind of crappy. And on the other side, the Worthy Hills, which are actually good aligned. So you might even think magical. You get things like gnomes and unicorns and stuff that show up. That's kind of interesting, except for the fact that there are so few metals, especially near the surface. There is clay. Yes, there's clay in both spots, but no metals. Well, no, I won't say no. I'll have to dig down to get those. One of the nice things about having a volcano, though. Hold on. Kinda okay. All right. So I've marked that. Once I start a game, the marker will disappear, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a minor flaw in what is otherwise an amazing game. I'm sorry about the graphics. This is a character set, a graphics set actually called Phoebus. And my fiancée Kafine, who you might know from my Minecraft series, has actually contributed artworks, 16 by 16 creature graphics. Only a few of them. We encountered a person who was overly enthusiastic while we were trying to contribute graphics and kept trying to control everything. And that sort of drove us away from, or her away from this process. So there's only a few of her stuff in here, but they're pretty good. I don't know. This puts... Oh, I'm still in stupid mode. Stupid mode? I don't like that. Cackle Tummies, the Brook. Very nice, Cackle Tummies. The namings, the randomly generated names are actually kind of cool. Kind of cool. Here's something, though. Like, there's a volcano here, right? However, just because one hasn't breached the surface doesn't mean there isn't also something to be said for these areas. It might still be high volcanism just under the surface, so I can't ignore that possibility. That said, I kind of want... finding the right blend of things. See, an island like this sounds nice, but if you look over here, your only neighbors are yourselves, which means trade dries up. It's not quite as cool. I'd like to see the game have sea-based trade included. That would be amazing. You know, you'd have to open up a port first before it would work, but that would be good. That'd be good. If you're listening out there, Mr. Adams. Oh yeah. Here I tried starting a fortress just a little bit ago and cut it off and didn't stop the recording because I really did not like the map at all. And I didn't want to waste your time with something I didn't actually start doing. But what can I do? See, evil areas like this are very challenging, which might be an argument for it. I mean, here you have shallow metal and deep metal, so that's good. Well, let me brightness back up. But you got an aquifer over here and only a little bit of wood. But there's so many metals. So this is actually probably a good spot. It's going to be extra challenging because of the evil desert, which probably is a good narrative. Like, why would the dwarves build here except to keep an eye on the surrounding evil desert? So actually, let's try this. So, Groove Tower, Gristly Desert. Okay, so yeah, area with an aquifer. That's okay. We know where the aquifer is. It's in those two corners. They're a great source for water, especially in a desert, but you don't want to have to build through them because that's almost impossible. So yeah, let's go and do this thing. Profiles. I'm not sure if you're familiar with any of this. Stakugad. Did I choose the name already? No, it was automatically generated. Okay. So here you can see I have this profile, this common setup I always do, where I have 3 miners, and half of their skills goes into the mining. The other half goes into sort of support skills. So you can see here, building designer, cat, sorry, furnace operator, wood burner. This person is a building designer and a mechanic and does butchery on the side. I also do one dedicated carpenter, one dedicated mason, one dedicated grower, so like a farmer type person, and then a person who, the list is, it's way off the top bottom of the list here, but he does freaking insane cat, does leadership type stuff, because those are not always the easiest thing to come by, especially later. You're trying to grow it yourself. It takes ages, and your whole place is falling apart because no one knows how to do it. But this has always worked for me, so I do this a lot. So let's name the fortress, and let's try to have it... I like spire, mostly because datur is a cool word. So the spire, the watch spire, Azindatur of evil. Except it's not... I should say the watch spire. I like that good enough. So Azindatur, and the group name should be not the honorable rooms. The watch. I just like that. The watch. Or the desert watch. Zerethazine. See, that's a good word. That is a really cool word. Zerethazine. Alright, so let's do it. We are chosen. Okay, so boink. Embark. Let's press the right button. That always helps. Sorry, it has been several weeks. Okay, extra noisy. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Eshtan Risen. The, was it Virtuous Coals? I can't remember. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings. Ere the dingoes get hungry. They love dingoes. I don't understand. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Azindatur, the Watch Spire. Strike the earth! Okay, so we're good and paused, and we've already found our funky little crater here. So let's zoom out so we can see the whole map. Now, sorry about the music. That's a bit competitive, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Let's see, music and sound. I want some, because otherwise the game has no sound at all. That should be good. Return to game. So, okay, let's look back at here. Here's the full-size map. It's a big old square. So, we got a bunch of mountains. Sort of. They're more like hills. And they fatten up and they become squares. I hate that. I hate the square business. But for some reason it's almost inevitable. I would much rather I'd much rather they ebbed out more normally than that. But what are you gonna do, huh? Still, their peaks are not that bad. So let's go down, because I don't recall seeing the oh, there it is. Just underground, one level down from the surface. No, cat, you may not have that right now. He's trying to go for the dish again. So let's see. Let's zoom in a bit. Up here in this desert, we have a bunch of tube worm thingies. And down here, nice and open. Do we have any creatures on the map? Missing or dead pets or livestock? Citizens. Let's get that back to... Sorry. Alright. What is... The side of my screen is glimmering. That's weird. Oh, it stopped. That was weird. Okay, so... Where are my guys? My guys are all up here on the hillside. Their cart was probably busted. Hopefully they still have all their stuff. I see stuff. Yeah, they got their stuff. It's just all their stuff has disappeared. I mean, not stuff. God, damn cat. I'm sorry. He's really distracting me. So no metals here at the surface. I should probably get down here. One thing I always do is I try to find the actual center. And this is a little difficult because it's an even-based map. And all the structures though are odd-based, so the two don't mesh well. But I do this business. Okay, so this then should mean do this thing here. Oh crap! I can get rid of that for you. Okay, The three wides are roughly the size of a workshop and hallways, so that's what I keep doing. I am curious to see what kind of metals there will be. So here's where the problem is. There. So you can see right here in the middle we have a 6x6. And this is a little bit difficult for if you have a 3x3 system because it just doesn't fit well. I suppose we could just do a 6x6 and then like this core business right here. But these are just guides, so don't worry about these too much. So 6x6. Do this like so, and then 6x6. Now we have an absolute definition, sort of crosshairs, as you will, to find the center of our map. I'm a symmetry kind of guy, so that's kind of important to me. I didn't even bother to check the time before I started. Crappity crap. Well, I'll go for another 15, and then if that makes for a short episode, that makes for a short episode. So here we go. Here we got the center of the universe. But what I'm not sure of what I want to do from here. See, alternatively, I could do something like that. Arbitrarily decide this is the center. And that usually works better for me. No, I'm not sure. I think I'll leave these as they are. I'll just do an even based at the center and odd based in every other direction. Which means these will not be perfectly so. Actually, goddamn cat will not give up. Let's see, it's an 11 by 11 room. It wants to be 2 more that way. No, it doesn't. It can be this way. If you do this certain keystroke, you go automatically by this dimension, so 11 by 11, which is useful because it's 3 break, 3 break, 3 break. So everything really does like to be in 3s. So this right here looks kind of decent to me. So let's do this for now. Now, one trouble actually is that should not be flush. I'm missing something here. Nope. Bear with me. This will all flesh out later. For now, we're just doing a little bit of design work. It's not even final. But I'm using this basically as a guide system, so don't mind me too much. Derp, derp, derp. Right. So, let's say we had this kind of system. We could then let's say then that in the center we have our stairwells. We can bring these up quite a long way. So let's do that much. Right to the top. Okay, so just defining the tops of some stairwells here. This will get my miners busy quite immediately. It'll get all the way down here, and I'll let them only just worry about that one room for the moment. Once they've opened up the room, I'll have my other dwarves start. Oh, it's raining rotten filth. That's good. Where's that? It's probably up here. Oh, what's he doing? Don't tell me you're already, like, diseased. Z. Enter. Oh, that could be quite bad. That's not normal. That's not normal. I bet he's diseased. Z. Status. Yeah. No. Alright, well, we'll find out later. I need a medical... Actually, I can do that now. Okay, so I can assign tasks. So manager, that would be expedition leader, chief medical dwarf, novice diagnostician, broker, bookkeeper. He's good at all of these things. He can fill this role for now. So presumably that means now I have the health bar. Yes, I do. Okay. So I don't see any indication that he's hurt in any way. He is himself, no health problems. Okay. I just don't know what the blinky red X means. I've not seen that before, and I'm afraid it has something to do with... Oh, look, they've already hit some interesting stuff. Now, because this is a dangerous spot, what have we got? Eagle. Those can be dangerous. Bear with me as I lose my mind. So as you can see, I am definitely going for symmetry. It's very important to me. I love symmetry. Symmetry is the best thing ever. Ever. It's raining rotten filth. You don't say. I wonder if that's really going to hurt my guys any. Right. How are you guys doing? See, at this early stage, they are not very good at their job. So it's going to take them a while to dig down there, I'm afraid. And I also got these other guys who don't really have anything to do in the meantime. I kind of wish, it's too bad you can't see my keystrokes. Maybe it would make more sense. For all I know, this playthrough will be a failure. But it's worth a shot. Still going down? Oh, they got a long ways to go. Now, I have to think. So this right here, this is the surface. So, I am going to need to go a little bit further down. Well, in particular, I'm going to want to be able to, define some magma vats. They can be used. That'll do, yeah. Can be used for smithing and similar stuff. So let me just define those now. Unfortunately, their position does not lend itself well to using magma as a defense mechanism in this fortress. Which is unfortunate. I love using magma as a defense mechanism. Unfortunately for you guys, you'll probably get as sick of the music as I tend to, but I don't know what to do when I don't have something to say. Man, it's sure raining that stuff a lot. Oh, they're coming on. They're coming down. I'm not sure this will end up being a decent location at all. Still an eagle. Nothing missing. All the citizens seem to be okay. Excuse me. I should probably stick my mason on beginning to shore up the outside here. Rhyolite is a good stone. It's sort of a middle gray, or light gray actually, which is the same effective color as this stuff will be here. So if I started smoothing out that stone later, it would match. But one thing I want is to be able to quickly close up any entrance to the fort, because any kind of invasion or evil beast... Oh, look at that. I believe that's hematite. Yes, that's iron. Iron is good. Okay, so they still have a way in... No, they don't. Crap. They haven't exposed that part yet. So actually... Yep, no access to building materials. The poor guys downstairs are now trapped. They, however, have the capacity to bring themselves out, so that's not a problem. And they've reached the room. My cat's finally settling down here. I swear he knows when I want to record. Yeah, you're a good cat. Alright. Still raining filth. Speed it up, yo. Speed it up. I'm not entirely sure how to approach this series. I mean, with Minecraft, I can go off and pretty reliably do some intermediate work that you don't need to see. This game might not allow that. There might be sudden events are so sudden that the only way I can catch them is if they're on camera. I mean, I suppose not. I can pause instantly, wait, bring up the software, load. That might work. If I start to feel like it's dragging on, I'll start experimenting with the format. For now, however, they finished the room, which means they're probably going to burrow their way out now. Pretty soon. Can I go in any further? No, that's just weird looking. This seems to be the threshold I'll be stuck at for the highest zoom. Okay, so let me... I kind of like a different color stone for the stairwell, so I'm going to use the basalt, a nice darker gray. But I'll also need to start building a wall of rhyolite. And I should probably allow the expedition leader to also do some stoneworking, and the woodworker to do some stoneworking, and the farmer to do all the farming, and not fishing, but fish cleaning, and jewelry, no. And some stoneworking. Whoops, not mining. Oh, what the heck. I'm falling all over the place. For the time being, these guys are going to have a lot of work to do in crosswise. It'll be a little while before everybody can specialize in their own little thing. But the diggers, the miners, are all set. So what I'm not sure, though, is if I want this pattern. And one thing I'm not too happy about is the fact that these don't match very well. I mean, I like maybe to do this instead. It does match that part. That's okay. This part's okay. I like that, all right. Let me do this instead. That way, the 3x3 rooms can jut. Whoops. Jut out of this part. Whoops. Let me just screw every little bit up here. No big deal. I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Soon as I wrap it up. Like a boss. As Vintage Beef would want to say. Whoop. If you don't know who he is, you're missing out. He's a pretty fun YouTuber. So, okay. What I mean here then is, all of a sudden I can have rooms here. Whoops. A room here with a door. A room here with a door. And it doesn't collide with the hallway. So that's pretty good. Not sure if I want to, but at least it sets it up correctly. So let me allow them to go this, whoops, go this far. Open up the basically the doors in between. Ugh. Sorry, it has been a while. Okay, so now they'll start excavating that. I've got geese. Yep, in evil deserts. No big deal. Oh yeah, I said I would start setting aside some repositories for the debris that has come with my folk. You know, the food supplies, stuff like that. Oh. I need... Sorry, cat. I need to establish very soon... I hate this. They've changed the algorithm a little bit, and now walls are very easily interrupted. They stand on the wall. It drives me nuts. I sometimes have to cancel the job and restart it a couple of times before they'll finally approach it and see, look, he's standing on again. It drives me nuts. I don't like it. So I'll cancel it. Let them go about their business for a little while. And then they'll come back, and I'll come back later and try again, and sometimes they'll just do it right. Oops. I'll get them started on the next level of stairs up here. Basalt. Go forth. Okay, but like I said, what I want to find out now is about... So this is supposedly right here, right in the center of a room that would be there. So I want to find out if there really is an aquifer there, because if there is, I've got a good source of water. But I need to find out where it is first. They don't have anything like dowsing rods in this game, so... They've got plenty of ale for now, so it's not an immediate danger. And on that note, I'll probably create... this right here was a food... Excuse me. It's here you can see it's a food repository. So they'll start moving their food there. I'm going to put finished goods here, but I'm going to expand that to include more than just finished goods. I'm going to have bars and blocks, siege ammo stuff, leather, cloth, weapon armors. Okay, so some general supplies. I am going to make a repository for rough gems right here, since there seem to be a few of those around. But I only want rough ones for now. So you can see only rough gems. That right there will keep them busy for a little bit. Oh, they've hit sand. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to be careful. I might be straying into aquifer territory as we speak. If this corner comes out okay, I'll be quite lucky. Suspense, suspense, suspense. I mean, they promised me an aquifer, but I don't know where it might be. You can see up here, dwarves have started assigning or bringing in various gemstones I have found while already digging. And they're starting to lump them in. So, this far down, I'm beneath any possibility of an aquifer, I believe. Excuse me. No, already thirsty. It's a desert, so they're going to be getting that much thirstier as we go along. The presence of sand, though, is great, because it means I can make glass. Horse. Still just an eagle, so that's good. We got cinnabar. Nice red. Green zircon. I ought to gather some of these trees. In fact, I'll just gather them all. Wood is going to be scarce in this area. And some plants as well for potential in making meals and more drinks. So I'll keep the woodworker busy for a little bit. Come on, finish your work. Finish your work. Going up. Let's see if I can't seal off this this part up here. Rhyolite. Please don't cancel your own projects. Okay. So yeah, it appears I will have a symmetrical construction in this tower of mine. I suppose I should worry about this corner up here. If this one is potentially exposed to being part of an aquifer, that one might be too. Wolverine is no longer enraged. That's not cool. Where are you? Oh, he's fighting my geese. Oh, he's killed a goose. Oh, man. That's not cool. I should probably... I mean, I can make an animal pit down here. In fact, I will. But animals need to be fed, and they're not going to like that. Oops, not garbage done. Pit and pond. Set pit and pond information. Assign. Yeah, I want the dogs. Why can't I go up and down? Here we go. Dog, dog, hen, hen. The horses aren't going to last down here. So I might put those up for slaughter sometime soon. Just make sure I have meat and hoof for materials. Can we... Yeah, one dead goose. Problem is, if any of my guys end up fighting that wolverine, they might not survive either. What did it do? Handling dangerous creature. What does that mean? A dog? Doesn't seem to be anything going on. How's that wall coming, fools? Oh, they got that. They got that wall done. Gonna make another wall here. Dacite is roughly the same color. Andesite is roughly the same color, so they're interchangeable at this point. Yep. Okay. I don't see the wolverine. I kind of hope there is an aquifer. If there isn't, I could be in some trouble. Oops. I'm going to try to do this in a way. Oops. So 1, 2, 3. Let's try this one right here. And then 1, 2, 3. And then this one. If I'm going to find it, I'd like to find it in a symmetrical way. Oh crap, I didn't mean for him to do that. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on that wolverine. Oh, I lost the rooster, damn it. 4 dead and missing. Oh, good, the wolverine. What got him? War dog got him. Okay, good. Hopefully the evilness of this area will not cause him to rise up. Let's see if we can't find anything below here. I'll have to do the same thing on this side soon. So here, which means down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Shoot. Ah! Up and down. Okay, and then one more set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and down. Alright, let's see what happens. So there's some wood gathering. Yeah, I know the goose is missing. Let's put some wood in this room until further notice. And how about some valuable stones here, but only valuable. So I'm just going to turn off everything and then go, not for metal ores, but for obsidian. I want to keep obsidian close at hand. I see no evidence of an aquifer at all. I don't like this. If I can't find one, I'm going to have to go looking for caves underground. And that's going to be quite dangerous, actually. How's the construction up here looking? Better. Let's close this off right here. And extend the stairwell just a little bit higher. Still got tons of basalt. Yeah, I know the goose is dead. I'll devote a memorial to the goose at some point in the future. Whew. For all I know, this series cannot go anywhere. But I'm going to try. We'll see. What am I looking at? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Yak cow. Please tell me there's an aquifer over here. I wish for an aquifer. I wish for the potentiality that I have water here somewhere. It's not looking good though. I'm gonna have to explore what it's gonna take to reach a cavern. So I'm going down 50 levels here, and we'll see what happens. Should probably start building some facilities. So let's build some cooking, or not cooking, yeah, cooking facilities. So kitchen. We use some of the cheap stuff. So kitchen, still, not a screw press. Oh, come on. Farmer's workshop, there you go. A butchery, I think it's a U, yep. Along with the butchery should be a tanner shop. And given the debris that's left over, we should then have a craft person's workshop. They can work with the bones and the leather and stuff like that. What else? Masonry, definitely important. And a carpenter's workshop. So it's just some basic startup stuff. They'll be distributed to other locations later when I have a much more controlled project going on here. Yes, I know. 4 dead. Inappropriate building. What kind of thing does it think it is? Oh well, ignore it. I'll just remove the whole thing for now. Now, I should also build some farms. No! Because I don't see any water yet. And that's a problem. Oh, crap. Sorry, it's been a little while. Here we go. Just not big enough. So we'll do this instead. Okay. We'll do this instead then. Some little sliver farms in between the workshops. I mean, this is pure survival we got here. I don't even care what go into these, just as long as something grows. Because I suspect these first couple of years will be quite difficult. Yep, I don't see any. Whew, okay, so it looks like to me the promise of aquifers was a lie, just like the cake. How's this going? Oh, we're still working on it. Hopefully soon he'll tell me that he's broken into a cavern. Really big deal. Construct the building, please. Oh, they're working on the walls up here. Okay. Now that these two sides are done, I can fill in the gap with other middle greystone. So this right here is literally their only way in and out, which is good. It's a nice bottleneck. Bottlenecks can be defended, though it's a bit early yet for us to defend against anything other than the occasional Wolverine. Oof. Here they come. Are they going to put something together? No, he's working on the farms. So now that it's defined, let's put some things in here. So we can do things from spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So I define spring, I think I'll just let him do quarry bushes for all the parts of the year he can on that one plot. I try to have variety from piece to piece, just so they're always growing something. And he did the one plot and he left. Okay, very good. Sometimes controlling the dwarves' priorities is not easy. I suspect, at the very least, this style of game should be pretty easy on the video compilation once it's done. Come on, work on more stuff. Work on more stuff. I think because of the nature of this, I'm going to have him focus entirely on that stuff. So let's see. Food hauling. Okay, good enough. Yeah, look, he's already hungry. That's disappointing. This place is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So did I go down all 50 levels? No, not quite. Caverns can have water in them. Of course, going that far up and down. And then caverns open up the possibility of being attacked by things called forgotten beasts. They are also challenging. You know what? Expedition leader, I want you to be capable of farming as well. Farming and plant... I don't want you to do too much, but I do want you to do some. Oh, what's he working on? Is this the masonry? Okay. How about... Can you even make a wheelbarrow? You can't. You can't, however, make a door. Oh, and you know what else you can make? You can make pots. Oh, but not here. Never mind. I have struck native gold. Very cool. Where was that? Ah, okay, good. How much further have you got to go? Not far. I'll extend that down to 60 ground. By the way, that is up here in this. This tells you how deep you are underground. Oops, wrong designation. I set it to be mined instead of carved into a... Oh my god, okay. A little bit of a butterfingers this morning. It's a friggin' evening. Oh my god. I am totally out of it. My eyes are starting to hurt too. Okay. This part up here is done. I'm still going to have him work a little bit. Andesite, and... I find it's easier to do two opposite sides like this, and then fill these in afterwards, because they really suck at putting in corners. So you do two sides, then two sides. Let's see, gathering plants, very good. Plants are important. I don't know why the chickens and the dogs refuse to go indoors. However, if I make this a meeting place, they'll probably go indoors on their own. Meeting place, okay. Whew. Okay, I really should call the episode. Not much has happened, but that's going to be the case in the early stages, after all. So, thanks for watching. I know it's boring as hell so far, and you probably have no idea what's going on, but this game actually has a lot of interesting and amusing subtleties to it. So I do hope you will stick around for this and suffer through my my narration and the general slowness of progress. It's yeah, okay, so please come back, and thanks for watching.